Alright everyone, Sailor Mars. Sailor Mars Ray here, and we're going to talk about Antonio Luki, or whatever his true name was. Antonio Luki, what I do know about him is that he was a former wrestler, which he was the former owner of NJPW, and he also went into lawmaking at one time. And he was also a former WWE heavyweight fighter. He beat Bob Backlund, but then yielded it up after he learned how he won it. And then Bob Backlund won it back for a 2-4 time. But the folks at WWE at the time, I would guess around this time, it would have been Vincent J. McMahon, and I would guess it would have been Hakusakua at the time, or someone chose to say Bob Backlund never lost it. Because if they did welcome Antonio Luki as a WWE heavyweight fighter, that would mean that Bob Backlund had 2 runs. Now, I'm not going to get into why they chose to do it that way, but I am going to say that he will be missed. You know, he did do a lot of stuff in the ring. Yes, Antonio Luki was one of the very few wrestlers to have a match with Muhammad Ali. You know, a boxing match back when WWE was having half deals, having boxing matches, which I didn't do too many of. I mean, there was only Gorilla Monsoon and Muhammad Ali, Antonio Luki and Muhammad Ali, and that was it. Well, if you overlook Mark Mero and Butterbean and Bart Gunn and Butterbean, then that would be about 3. If you look at the Matt Hardy Mo Mercedes match, well, I'm getting way off track. Anyway, Antonio Luki was one of the very few wrestlers to box Muhammad Ali. Why? I don't know. But anyway, it was a thing. And later on, he would go on to become one of the owner of NJPW and run that for many years before stepping down and going into lawmaking. You know, and being a former WWE heavyweight fighter, which WWE never ever said anything about until now. You know, but he'll be missed. You know, I didn't really see too many Antonio Luki matches. I didn't really see too many of his boxing matches, so I can't tell you how he was. But from what I did see, I guess he was alright. I mean, I guess he was alright. You know, the two big things that he was known for during his run in WWE was having his match with Bob Backlund and Tiger Chink saying, doing whatever he did, doing whatever he did, a run-in, I guess, or whatever he did. And Antonio Luki won the WWE heavyweight winnings, but after learning how he won the heavyweight winnings, he gave it up. Now, some sagas and tales go that he gave it up because A, he didn't know that he was booked to win unfairly, or 2, he gave it up because he felt that shouldn't have been the way he should have won it. Either way, Hakusakua had to held up the WWE heavyweight winnings, and it wasn't until they got back to the wanted rights that they could until they could give the winnings back to Bob Backlund. After Bob Backlund had to fight someone else for it, whoever that was. Most likely after that it would have started the Billy Graham Bob Backlund hang up. Anyway, so after that, that's what he was known for. And he was also known for having his boxing match with Muhammad Ali. Yeah, I know. You know, a lot of folks wouldn't know that, but Muhammad Ali did have some dealings with WWE in its early days. You know, mostly with Antonio Luki and Gorilla Monsoon. And that was about it. but Tony Inoki was known to have the true boxing match with him. I don't know how, don't know who won. It's hard to say who won because I never saw the boxing match, so I wouldn't know. But anyway, Denny went on to be the owner of NJPW, which I said he did, and he went into lawmaking for many years after that. Well, Tony Inoki will be missed. He's up in heaven with God and Jesus now. He's at rest now in good stead. He'll be missed by his friends and his kin and everyone who knew him. That's all I know about Tony Inoki. If you know any more about him, let me know. But that's all I know about him. Alright, if you like this film, follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the last film we made yesterday over here. I, Sailor Mars Ray, and I'll see you later. Bye.